paid restroom that is available outside is closed. So I'm kind of in a terrible situation right now. Hope you guys understand what I'm doing. I was taking the same shot from inside. This arc is going to be in the bottom of the frame, rest of the things are going to be in the top part of the frame. And let me hope like there is a toilet inside somewhere. You know, I need to take a dump. This is also some storeroom. These are locked, by the way. I hope it's of the same typical architecture. By the way, about the architecture, this one has some kitchen, chimney, church room and a museum. So the museum is at the top floor. Oh, I like this frame. I don't know if we can get into the grasses, but if we go there in that pathway, probably we can take the shot of that dome. I still like this. I'm going to F16 here, putting it to infinity and 1000. I'm going to shoot a Dutch angle in a Danish fort. So we have some school students coming in. That's going to be one huge discussion room. So I'll try to speak as much as possible. Probably when I get into the museum, I'll wear my sync audio, okay? Right now it's going to be out of the GoPro. So this is again one more warehouse, probably of the similar construction. I'm just looking for some interesting frames which I couldn't find through Google Maps, because Google Maps gave me views of certain spots from this place, but not the exact every single warehouse that you see here. So there is some interesting light, but I doubt if it would make a frame, a fine art frame per se. I'll see what I can do with that. What I'm trying to do is like place this gate and this gate in the frame. The thing is like my 37mm can cover only these two, not the ones that you see in the GoPro frame. Okay, you will know when I post that photograph. The focus is on that gate, okay, by the way. So we have a stair here. Oh, probably this path was open to get to that fourth side wall, but right now they have closed it, shut it by building a cement wall around it. So there are a few more rooms here, but it seemed to be locked. Beer and wine room. Some kitchen, storeroom for kitchen items. This is the kitchen, it seems, but it's still locked. I think most of the warehouses that you find here of the same construction, they have a central column and space for whatever they were built this for on the either side, that we saw in that one warehouse in the first place. So in the Google Maps, I happened to see this shot wherein the shadow would fall. Probably I might have to wait for that shot a couple of hours, you know. Only then the sun would come from that direction or this direction to, you know, light this up. So I'm gonna miss that anyways. So these are places for the soldiers to stay. Probably I could give you a view from GoPro. I can, yeah, GoPro can get inside easily. Soldiers to stay in that room, I don't know. I seriously have no idea why they declared this place as the second largest fort to Kronborg Castle, but anyway, we are living in a place where 1 or 2 bedroom houses in 800 or 1000 square feet. So I would probably consider this built on a couple of acres, you know, like would be wrong on the numbers, but you know, some house of this size today would cost few $1 million US dollars. By the way, they have used like 50 US dollars, 50,000 US dollars, 50 grand in total to reconstruct this Danish fort after independence. You know, they have spent so much, and there has been constant reconstruction work happening in this place for a quite long time now. Like even I could find a post on Google or tripadvisor.com wherein one of the people have said like there was a reconstruction work happening here a year before, you know. And I learned that this Danish fort is closed on Fridays, so thanks to that person. So one more soldier's room. I think the grill is a little bigger here so that I could show you guys easily. So the construction is in the similar way. You have a center column and you have space on either side, but that warehouse had some arches kind of center column. This one is like going to the roof, you know, you just have a pillar. I like that shot. We'll see if we can take it with the light. I'm gonna go to f8 here and lower my shutter speed and try to take this shot. No, the focal length is giving me a hard time because like yeah, I like this frame. It's f8. I'm placing this circle in the center and keeping that light coming in this part of the frame. So I'll take only the half of it. Oh no, if I take half of it, it will be a rising sun. It's kind of a symbol for the local party, political party here. So let me keep my content out of political stuff. So I'll just shoot a fine art frame. Oh no, I moved my camera, so Hingi has blurred a couple of photographs which I took before. So we have one more room, warehouse, where they kept the water gate, you know. Probably this is where the excess water flushes off. one more room for the soldiers to stay. So you see the similar construction here. You have a central column and have space around that column. I should call that a pillar probably. So excess room for soldiers again. And arms and ammunitions place. Probably they have stored all the cannonballs, gunpowders and stuff like that, or what do you call, bow and arrow. I don't know what kind of Dutch people weapons were used by the Dutch people. Probably in those times that's where the cannons were coming up, gunpowders are coming up. Probably this was in 1600s, early 17th century and early 18th century. So got to be that, cannonballs, gunpowders and stuff. I do not know if guns have come by that time. Couldn't recollect from my memory. So it's probably that. Sorry, my tongue is rolling. And what else to talk about? We need to get to the museum, by the way. The museum has some artifacts like terracotta stuff. Terracotta is as in like some artifacts, the vessels, pots and kind of stuff which is made of red sand or a brown in color stuff, and you might find some model ships of the Dutch people and other stuff, books, literature, church thing. So I'm at infinity, increasing my shutter speed. So this is the shot which I wanted to take. By the way, this is a straight angle, not a Dutch angle, not a wide shot, because this will carve from here. It will have some distortion with my optica. Shooting Indian temples with optica is fine, because Indian temples have a lot of arts on the compound walls and everywhere. So sometimes even if it carves, it will reflect as a design, a design element of that architecture. But this is like more straight stuff, so I don't want that to be bent. And I don't want to take a panorama here because you have a huge pole. It's some security camera, and you have a well here. I'm not sure if there is any water left. There is water, but a little untidy because they haven't used it much. I could see some borewell pipes. Probably it is motorized. It's nice. The problem with in walking into some archaeological stuff in India, Tamil Nadu, is like people think when you're walking in with a camera, particularly video camera, like you're kind of a journalist, you're pinpointing their mistakes here and there, spread of plastics and stuff like that. But that's not we are kind of doing it. We are just walking in the path where those stuffs are, which is not supposed to be there. So this time people were collecting it. As of now, everything is clean and fine and neat. Not even on the grasses actually. That's what that person was collecting before the daughter and the mother, which we photographed before. So I like this. I'm keeping this compound wall in the bottom part of the frame and taking this shot, having the tree behind as a subject. So yeah, this is some good frame. Again, I'm keeping the subject in the bottom part of the frame and giving a lot of space for the sky, and it's going to be a little partly silhouette shot. So now what is left is we need to take a complete view of this, if possible, from this place. You know, this seems to be another tank. So we'll stand over this and take that shot. Or probably we'll get up there on the fort wall and take that shot. Okay, that's even better. We'll get up there on that fort wall and take this shot. So we are getting into the office area, but before which we'll go over the fort wall until this school tour finishes. Otherwise it will be a lot of crosstalks for you to listen to my voice, the content that I want to deliver to my audience. So this is the top view of this site. So we covered all the storerooms here. This is the grass and lawns that you see here. So we covered this warehouses and storage rooms of this. We need to get to the U1, U2 and U3 over there, and also the fort walls, the path around the fort walls. The pink stuff that you see, the dark pink stuff, that is the place we are going to go over there. Okay, you see if this makes some interesting frame. So I'm going to keep this rail in the bottom of the frame, but keeping my landscape view properly straight so that the rail will still be appearing in a slanted line. So that was good. Probably if I had some focus, you know, I would have had the person walking here and taken that shot. She doesn't want to disturb me, so she walked behind me, so I missed the frame with a good subject. So I like this, the arc and the cone, so I'm going to take that. It's in focus. All these are going to be kind of partly silhouette and partly revealing stuff. The sun is getting straight now. Normally there is a saying like you should not shoot when the sun is above your shoulder, but it's okay, it's my life. I gotta shoot whenever that is possible when I come for a photo walk. It's getting a little windy here, but it's kind of a breeze, so that's my choice because I have a very, you know, shoestring budget. I have to shoot within that budget, and my time is like just one day, few hours actually. That was a good shot. I like that. I put that thing on the left side of the frame, not to the 2/3 line point, yeah, intersection points, but somewhere onto the center, not exactly at the center. Taking a few more shots of that just to make sure, like, if it is in focus. Yeah. This, as I'm wearing glasses, it kind of cools down more because we are at a sun that is really bright. Hope you guys understood what I was doing. I was just for shooting this shadow, you know. putting that in the intersection points of 2/3. So now we are entering the fort wall. You have these